Emperor Thành Thái of the Vietnamese Nguyen dynasty was born Prince Nguyen Phúc Dieulefils, son of Emperor Dowager and Empress Dowager. He reigned for 18 years, from 1889 to 1907. Biography. When Emperor Dowager came to power, Prince Dieulefils was put under house arrest with his mother for having connections with those who opposed him. When Dowager died, however, the French colonial authorities and the high-ranking mandarins decided that Dieulefils was the ideal successor. After the trauma of the murder of her husband, Emperor Dowager, Dieulefils' mother cried when her son was taken away, fearing that he would meet the same fate. Instead, he was enthroned as the new Vietnamese emperor, Emperor Thành Thái. Even at the age of 10, Thành Thái was recognized as being very intelligent and was already realizing that the French were keeping watch over him through palace spies. Also, whereas Dowager had tried to be friendly with the French, Emperor Thành Thái took a course of passive resistance. Although he refrained from outright rebellion, he made his feelings clear in other ways, symbolic gestures and biting remarks. He was also a man of the people and a monarch who cared deeply for his country. The emperor would often slip out of the forbidden purple city dressed in the clothes of a commoner to talk with his people directly and see how they were being affected by government policies. To show that he was friendly with Western civilization, Thành Thái was the first Vietnamese monarch to cut his hair in the French style and learn to drive a car. He encouraged French-style education, but maintained bitter feelings over the control of his country. He also supported numerous building projects and took an interest in the everyday lives of his subjects. When traveling among his people, he would hold what Americans would call town hall meetings, where the emperor sat on a mat with his subjects in a circle around him, discussing the issues of the day and hearing the point of view. Slowly, as the emperor began to realize how thoroughly his palace had been infiltrated with French spies, he had to feign insanity to escape the constant scrutiny, with his enemies believing he was a harmless lunatic. Thành Thái was able to work more forcefully for Vietnamese autonomy while waiting for the right time to throw off colonial rule. He was on his way to join a resistance movement in China when he was arrested by French forces who declared him insane and forced the emperor to abdicate. In 1907, his son was installed as Emperor Duy Thanh. Thành Thái was exiled first to Vung Tau in South Vietnam, and when Duy Thanh rebelled against the French, they were both exiled to Reunion Island in 1916. He never gave up hope for the liberation of his country, and in 1945, he was allowed to return home but was kept under house arrest in Vung Tau. He died in Saigon on the 24th of March 1954. Honors: Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor of France 1889.